So the first one, well, let me just clarify first of all and say, basically, the company is basically divided into two divisions. There's the Xotic pedals, and then there's the EWS pedals. And so what I have here is, as you look over here, and these pedals that are grouped together, these are the Xotic pedals, and this is the AC Plus, which is a preamp and a boost unit, and this is a Robotalk, which I've already mentioned, and I'll get to in a minute. It's a really great pedal. And then this pedal takes some explaining too, but I think this may be, to me, the most fascinating of all the pedals, and I'll talk about that one too. And then over here, the EWS pedals, which is just another division of the company. And this is, if I had to choose one to just like, I was talking about taking a pedal on the road just to dial in my sound. If I had to choose just one pedal out of these just for that idea of just being able to kind of reliably get the tone that I'm after, this is the pedal that I would actually take with me, just because it's simple, it's versatile, it sounds really good, it's really musical, and it gives you exactly sort of what you want as a bass player, And then the pedal that's right next to it, also EWS, is I'll talk about in a minute. Just kind of continues that idea in a real particular way that I think is extremely clever. So this is the first pedal. So back to this is, my basic tone. It's just a nice, clean, normal bass tone. When I put on this pedal, and I've got it set just to kind of a slight difference. There's a little bit of a boost, and some frequencies are enhanced just slightly. There's a little bit more bass. The treble is still kind of flat, and the mid has got a little bit of a boost on it. When I put it on, back to the original sound. Let me do that again. See, it's a subtle difference, but what happens is, to my ears, is that the tone just wakes up a little bit, even with a really good amplifier. I mean, that's making my amp better, and this is like really a good amplifier. It's a Glockenklang, which is like this German little company of these guys that just make these really good amplifiers. And so what I've been doing with this amplifier and these pedals is I've been just getting the sound that I want, and then finding out how I can like get different sounds. So the other night I did a gig with a friend of mine who you'll be meeting in a minute, and at the end of the night we did a reggae tune. And I knew that the reggae tune was coming up. It's a Bob Marley tune called Mellow Mood, and so I knew that was coming up. So I thought, well, that'll be cool. Instead of me just messing with my amp, what I can do is just dial in this kind of real thick thing, And let me put the gain up just a little bit. Getting a nice thick reggae tone out of it. And then if you want to get off the tone for like the chorus or something like that, because that song actually has a bridge, and this is exactly what I did, is when it went to the bridge, I just went back to my normal bass tone, so just riching up that bass a little bit, So it's just a real useful pedal, and you can actually kind of get it to like a serious boost out of it if you want to. Hear that? It just comes up, but it stays clean. It's not breaking up. Although you can make it break up. I've done all sorts of things. So now the next pedal is also an EWS pedal, and this is the second one I would actually bring. And this is just the beautiful thing about this one is it gives you a little subtle tonal variation that bass players really need, and I think they should. Bass players would do well to check this pedal out, because basically what it is it's just a little mid-range pedal, But that's where your tone happens as a bass player, I think, is how you define your mid-ranges, and it's not so much about having just getting one setting and leaving it on all the time. To me, it's more about enhancing a song. So once again, you can have like my basic tone. And then if it went to a bridge, back to the bridge. So it's a subtle variation, but the thing is when you're like going and when the drums are playing and the guitars are playing and everything like that, it's, your audience may not even notice it, but the thing is it just gives you just a little bit of a musical change, and just having that little, dialing in that little subtle tonal change is something that I love, you know. Honestly, when I got this amplifier, because I usually use a lot of pedals for most of my career, I've had, you know, it's kind of an array of pedals. But when I got this amplifier, I just loved the amplifier so much that I actually quit playing pedals, you know, because I was like, well, I just want to listen to this amp, you know. So I kind of put all my pedals away and, you know, just gave a couple of them to a guitar player I play with, you know, because I don't want them anymore, you know. But then I got these and I was like, well, this is a different thing because this is about tone, you know. So this is making my amp sound better. It's making my lesser amp sound better, you know. So this is sort of a different realm for me than just having a bunch of gee-whiz bubble machines. So you know, if you're into your tone, man, you know, these are some pedals that are really worth checking out. So I'm just going to keep kind of moving through the chain and showing you how this stuff goes.